All right, so this next one looks like I haven't seen this. Have we seen this? Do you remember this?
Nope, I haven't seen it.
I do know these guys, like when it talks about the studio that's making this. This sounds like it's going to be like a medieval type of game, but also maybe a little bit of comedy, just by the name, and some other, maybe a little bit like fantasy mixed with a little bit of ridiculousness. So let's check it out. We are watching the trailer for The Action Pack Needs You. You can support Mike's After Action Reviews on our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Every quarter, once we've made at least $200, we're going to be giving away 10% of our earnings from Patreon in a giveaway over on our Twitch, so go check that out as well. You can find all of the links for everything in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Do your part. Support the pack. The Action Pack. No Rest for the Wicked overview trailer. Coming to us from IGN, we're going to like the video. It's got 179.7 thousand views to 4.2 thousand likes and 54 dislikes. Join the members of the development team at Moon Studios for a deep dive into No Rest for the Wicked, including a discussion on combat, exploration, and more from the upcoming action RPG. Learn more about the game in this latest overview trailer as revealed during the Future Games Show Spring Showcase 2024. Okay, so No Rest for the Wicked. It's an RPG. It's coming up. We're getting a couple of RPGs today. Any thoughts on it before we get started? Just based on the name. And
no.
here's what the game looks like. No Rest for the Wicked. It looks like it will be coming to PlayStation, so that's interesting. Let's check it out. Yeah, angry medieval people. Here we go. So we got a 2 minute and 10-second trailer. Are you ready?
Ready.
My name is Stephen Russell. My co-writer, Joseph Miles Pittman, and I would like you to imagine a graphic narrative that disrupts the superhero genre's conventional boundaries. Tales of Nihilism unfolds a thought-provoking anthology with diverse story formats from succinct comic strips to multi-saga issues. But at its core, the Ballad of Philip Kirshner explores existential challenges of an ordinary man in a world inundated with superheroes. The anthology challenges prevailing hero worship narratives, diving deep into societal introspection. We invite readers to confront uncomfortable truths about our culture's obsession with saviors and question the prevailing societal structures. The series is not just a comic, but an invitation to contemplate, challenging readers to reassess their perspectives on heroism and societal norms. It's an opportunity to offer audiences a fresh, introspective take on the superhero universe, sparking conversations, reflections on the human condition. You can find the series digitally on Global Comics, or follow the links below to get your own physical issue.
Here we go.
Hey, I'm Thomas Mahler. I'm the creative director at Moon Studios.
Hey, I'm Gennady, and I'm a production and
I know these guys are going to talk, but you know what? I watched this with Tommy Boy, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, we did the trailer for it. This is like a Diablo style game.
Mm-hmm.
Like a top-down. That's pretty cool. The art style is different than Diablo, though, but it does look pretty. It looks pretty decent. So let's hear what they have to say.
And I'm a production and technical director, and both of us are the founders of Moon.
Okay.
Moon Studios. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, from the creators of Ori. So if you like that
We
game.
are working on a new project which is called No Rest for the Wicked. It's basically just my dream project, right? It's the action RPG that I always wanted to play, and wanted to play for 20 years now. We're trying to create one of the best combat systems on the market. We also want to completely change how exploration is done, right? That you're not just walking around on a randomly generated flat plane. Combine that with the multiplayer aspect, combine that with all these quote-unquote social elements of like building the town and housing and farming and all of those things. It's the kind of game that I always wanted to see somebody making, but because they didn't make it, we are making it now.
Okay.
So there's going to be multiplayer. There's going to be farming. It actually sounds a lot like the game we just watched, where you like.
Yeah.
This almost reminds me of like V Rising mixed with Diablo, because V Rising is where you can like cut down trees, break down rocks to get stone. Then you go back and build a castle. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. This sounds pretty cool so far.
See somebody making, but because they didn't make it, we are making it now.
Yeah.
The big thing for us to tell people is that the more you would look into No Rest for the Wicked, the more you would understand that what we're trying to do is kind of create our own mix. So we will look at any particular genre and we would take the elements from this genre that we are excited about. We put it all together into one game and then we iterate on it. So we might take, combat inspirations from the Soul series, Monster Hunter, animation commit-driven combat, but also fighting games, things that have combos, things that have special moves, you know, and we try to make it and tune it in our own way. Then we look at things like exploration, interconnected, multifaceted, dense level design that encourages retraversal and discovering the world. So it's really not one game in particular we're trying to necessarily follow. We're just inspired by all of these different elements from all of these different games. We put it together and try to grow it and make it into the most perfect version it can be. No Rest for the Wicked is coming to early access on Steam on April 18th.
Okay.
So they're saying a lot of things that I'm really, really liking. And like I said before about the other game is that you can see like this is an isometric game. It's not a 3D game.
Project, right?
It's not Skyrim, but making it isometric might give, as a smaller studio, making it isometric means it might make it a game that they can actually afford to make, while at the same time allowing them to do all kinds of interesting stuff, like they were saying, farming, taking different elements from stuff that they've seen that they want to see in a game. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on this?
It looks pretty interesting. It looks like there's a lot of you're not gonna get bored playing this game. It looks like a lot of cool things that you can do.
Yeah, like
and I like the graphics, right? Like they're really good.
Yeah, so that's one thing is that being an isometric game, it feels like the Diablo games, but I do like that the graphics are differentiated. It's not a Diablo clone. It doesn't look like every other game. That's pretty cool. Let's find out how much it cost. I would say, I mean, it's coming to PlayStation, so I would say probably a $60 game, but let's find out. We don't
have no idea.
Yeah, we don't have a price for it yet. It is going to be coming to early access on April 18th. Excuse me, April 18th. It definitely looks. I don't know. This might be one that I would like to play. Seriously, I mean, actually, this is a pretty good. I'm telling you, this is cool.
You can't rest for it.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
You can't rest for it.
Oh yeah, No Rest for the Wicked. There you go. And it's multiplayer too. They have multiplayer options, so you can share your world and progress with up to 3 friends by your side in the campaign's online co-op mode.
Ooh, that makes it even better, I think.
Yeah. So this looks like it might be something. Yeah, this one looks like it might be nice to like stream with a buddy.
So you can do it 3 people, 3-man team.
Yeah, awesome. Well, maybe we'll have to check it out with Tommy. Yeah, might be cool. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, so this one looks good, guys. I mean, it's going to be in early access. They didn't give us a whole lot of details about it, but I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I'm liking what they're saying, so that's cool. Check it out on April 18th. Let's go check out... I said April 18th, right? April 18th, yep. Let's check out what they're saying about it in the comments. Fine, I'll do it myself. The game. Exactly. There's a bunch of stuff that a lot of people like and have always wanted to see in games or different pieces of different games that they'd want to see together. And people in the studios don't want to take the risk to do it. So small developers say,
it looked like somebody commented up there like you would have like said, almost can't rest. Almost definitely no rest for me as soon as this comes off.
This comes out. Yeah, because they're going to be playing this game, that's for sure. This looks like something special. An isometric exploration-centric game with weighted combat and town-building mechanics. Yes, please. This does look pretty cool. Please make it playable on Steam Deck. Okay. The art style reminds me of Kingdom of Amalur. All right, beautiful game. Oh my god, this looks absolutely gorgeous, and the combat feels smooth and polished. Can't wait to put my hands on this one. Okay. Because they didn't make it, we are making it now. Me, thank you, and thank you, Moon Studios. Cool. This is so awesome. This is going to revitalize the industry in a big way. So I don't know if this game is going to revitalize the industry in a big way necessarily. But the small developers are going to revitalize the industry because the big guys are dropping the ball quite a bit these days, and the small developers are like, hey, then we'll be the ones. We'll take it over for you then. Yeah. So this is pretty cool. Yeah. They've made a couple of games. Outer Worlds is nice, and then Moon Studios is the ones that actually did this. And again, they made some of the similar games, so that's cool to see. All right, well, let's move on to our last one. We actually have time. Like I said, we're going to finish up in this segment, so let's move on to the last game for the day. I don't like when they have the broadcasters automatically pop up. Yeah, so we'll move on to the next one. Here we go. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream, and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after-action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.